Hello everyone, and welcome to Kofugu restaurant. That's where we are today, and we are talking sake. Yes, we are talking sake with the founders of Sake Club of India, Mr. Ravi Joshi, Mika-san. Welcome to the channel. Welcome here. This club, Sake Club of India, has been running in India, promoting the cause of sake. What more do we need? And promoting it not only from India but from Japan as well. Mika lives in Japan and she's here right now in India. Luckily, we caught her and we thought, why not have a conversation over a few drinks of sake and learn something about sake as well. So, thank you so much. It's an honor to have you guys here on the channel. First, tell us something about Sake Club of India. How did it, come up, and how are you promoting the cause of sake in India?
So it happened so that I had been doing a lot of wine, and in 2020 January I happened to travel to Japan on the invitation of the Japan Sake and Shochu Makers Association, of which Mika-san was an integral part, and she still is. And courtesy her, I went to Japan and the breweries of sake in Japan. When I came back, it struck me that why not continue this, to share this passion, what I had learned. So I came back. I was just wondering what to do, how to go about it. That was also the time when the COVID pandemic was raising its head. I didn't know that the gravity would be such. But then one day I picked up the phone and spoke to Mika-san that I'm thinking of having a Sake Club India. Would you want to partner me with that? Because that was very necessary. In India, we don't get to drink sake that much.
That's true.
And Mika-san is based in Tokyo.
Right.
She's specialized. She's a master sake sommelier. Okay. She's drinking sake on a daily basis. She's conducting trainings all over the world, and it was necessary to have a person like her on board to be able to do what we were wanting. And then came sake. Then we established Sake Club India.
A wonderful thing that now in India we will get more awareness. But I'm sure my subscribers who are watching this video right now, they would love to know that of course, first of all, what is sake? We don't know much about sake, So of course we hear about Japan and we see in Japanese movies we see people drinking sake, but it's very something which we don't. And India also, we have rice wine, which we used to make, in some, if you go in some villages, they still make. But when you hear that, when you hear sake, you instantly connect that.
Yeah.
So, and that doesn't sound very appetizing. So, I want to know what exactly is sake.
So what is sake is? Sake is made from rice and rice koji. The
Okay.
important thing is that koji. Koji is a fungi, and we are actually said koji is a national fungi, and we are largely depending on the fermented product.
Right.
So sake is a kind of the koji product, and that's why sake has a very much amino acid, and that is very different from other beverages. And recently sake quality upgraded. And now you have the floral aromatic sake. And then you don't believe that because made of rice, however, floral. And then not sake's grainy aroma. Of course we do have, but most like sake is elegant and slightly pure, and the difference is totally well balanced. You can say, for example, lower acidity and higher umami. That is because of koji again.
That's because of the koji. So, koji, which is kind of a fungi, as you said.
Yeah.
Particular to
plays-
Japan. And one thing to add here, that koji industry in Japan itself is very well organized, very closely guarded strains of that culture.
Right.
There are companies that are providing the koji, and brewers are using that. And one thing we have to understand, sake can be made elsewhere in the world also. You can call it sake.
Right.
But there is some Japanese sake is different. That is a GI. That's a geographical indication, because you can make it only in Japan. You can make it only with the kind of rice varieties approved for it.
Okay.
But there are various rice varieties in various prefectures of Japan.
Alright, so we have
it's a-
various different kind of rice that you
Yes,
can
and
use.
it's different than the table rice, because sake rice is a fatter grain. It has more starch in it. And even in Japan, the table rice is different and sake rice is different. And it's a very strictly controlled industry where regulations have been enforced that such and such rice will be used. Even water, koji, yeast, all those variables are very tightly controlled.
So if we look at it, sake is basically made of 4 ingredients:
Yes.
water, rice, yeast, and koji.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
And I think, and of course, as you just said, there are different kinds of rice. So it's very similar to like grapes, right? There are
Yes.
essentially wine is grapevine,
Absolutely.
but there are so many different types of grapes that a wine can taste completely different from one another.
Yeah,
So is that how it happens in sake as well? That one sake can taste completely different from one another?
Okay, because sake, wine is a sugar in it, automatically fermented, right?
Right.
Sake has starches.
Right.
That's a koji. Koji is convert sugar to starch to sugar.
Right.
And then the yeast convert sugar to alcohol.
So it's like
we are
malting
doing-
and
Yes,
fermentation
exactly.
happening at the same
Exactly.
time.
The same time.
But in
Okay.
case of sake, the difference is, otherwise you could well call sake a beer also, because in beer also the starch has been converted after that malting process.
Right.
The enzymes are doing their job.
Right.
But there it is sequential. First this conversion of starch, saccharification that we call, that is taking place, and then the fermentation. In sake, these two activities are taking place parallelly. So it's called multiple parallel fermentation, which is unique to sake.
True.
That is
So-
very unique.
So do we classify, because when we talk about wine we say that it's usually made from like fruits,
Yes.
and beer is made from grain. So do we classify sake as a wine or a beer?
And
What would be
that's a
the
very good question actually.
what would be the
Very good question.
Yes.
So sake is made of starches. As a starches, that means in that sense, maybe much closer to beer. However, because of the multiple parallel fermentation, as Lab said,
Right.
so something different from both. And that's the reason why we need specific rice. That the rice must have starch in it and starch ore in it. That's why sake's rice is actually very expensive, more than 3 times more expensive than the table rice.
all right?
Yeah, that is true.
That's and
Somebody
that,
was asking Mika-san the other day, why is sake so expensive? Right? What is the reason? So rice is one of the reasons that.
Yeah, rice is
yeah.
very
so the quality of the rice depends on how good sake will turn out to be.
Yes, and that is very difficult because the starch content rice we need to grow, and that is very heavy. The grain is heavy, and then from the grower's perspective, that is very stock tall, and then the susceptible to disease, and yield is very short. As a result, from grower's perspective, sake rice is very hard to grow.
So just to get a perspective, if we have to look at the bottle, how much rice do you think would be needed to make like one bottle of
Yeah.
sake?
And then we don't say, however, we do say, for example, specific rice name here.
Okay.
Yeah, here, Yamada Nishiki. Yeah.
So the rice name is
Rice
mentioned in the
name
bottle.
is, yeah, rice name. And Yamada Nishiki is the king of sake rice, just like the basmati, queen of rice, right? Yeah, that's kind of thing.
So what did you say? What's the name?
King Yamada Nishiki.
Yamada Nishiki.
Yamada
You should note down this
Nishiki.
name,
Yeah.
Yamada Nishiki, so that now you guys know if you have to buy good sake, which rice you should know.
Yamada Nishiki.
That's a very good tip you have shared. But I think that we, as consumers, new consumers of sake, we want to know more about it.
Yeah.
Especially how to choose the right sake. Like if we go to a wine shop, earlier there was a time when we didn't used to have any sake at all. Now we do see some, and hopefully in the coming years we'll see more and more sake. So from a buyer's perspective, what should we look for when we're buying a sake? And if are there any favorite brands of yours that you do like, maybe you can share that as well. We'll keep it a secret, but yeah.
We keep it. Yeah, we have the variety of sake. Actually, so many sakes. But from buyer's perspective, we'll focus on the use for sake. For example, what the purpose for? If sake has a large range of the temperature, sake carries large temperature. So from the 5 degree up to under 70 degree.
Okay.
So if you feel very cold, then definitely warm sake. So warm sake's type is different from the cold sake.
Okay.
Yeah, cold sake like the fruity sake, that you can eat the fruit at the cold temperature.
Right.
So and then this is cold. However, some sake type is suitable for more warm sake. And then so the sake is diversified one. So the actually how to buy is how to use that sake, how to enjoy sake.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was coming to that question next. Once you have bought, how to enjoy the best.
How to enjoy.
So first you have to decide whether you want to buy, whether you want to drink your sake cold or warm. That's, I think, very important because there are different sakes for different ways. And again, so when we look, when you say that different kind of sake can have different aroma.
Aroma,
So how do you look at the bottle and say that, okay, this means that this will be like a sweeter sake and this will be
Yeah.
slightly drier.
Dry sake. So I do think in India you can see the English information here, right?
Okay, so English information-
Because you don't read this one.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
this
mostly,
is
so it does say here
yeah.
that it's this is the best temperature would be around what's the serving temperature, chilled or room temperature.
Yeah.
So
Right, yeah.
this kind of information is available, so that's quite helpful as well.
Actually, there's a very unique thing about sake that invariably the sakes that can be enjoyed warm can also be enjoyed cold.
Okay.
Mostly it is multitasking by these sakes
Okay.
because it depends on how you want to have it.
Right.
So that's a very unique thing which doesn't happen in wine. If you are having a white wine, say 10 to 12 degrees temperature or so, so it is that. I mean, it is fixed. Just above that or below that, the wine will not be optimal. But in case of sake, this dexterity is there.
Okay, so
That,
you can actually
certain
enjoy
sakes-
it.
Yes, certain sakes can be enjoyed. Mika-san is spoiled because she tastes sakes very often. We don't drink. Like I'm also learning.
Yeah.
It's a learning process because we
So I
don't
think
drink.
then we should not miss the opportunity and open up the first sake
Yes,
and
yes. We are
give it a
waiting for
try.
that actually.
Yeah.
Already passed.
Yes. So let's start our tasting and we'll as we
Thank you.
talk we will drink more and.
And they've served it at Kofuku. They have served it nicely because these cups are chilled
Yes.
and all that matters a lot.
All right, so let's start our tasting. But Mika-san will tell us, how to serve sake because that's very important. When you are serving and drinking something, you should enjoy it the way it's supposed to be enjoyed.
Okay. Okay. So important thing is this one, both hands.
Both hands.
Which we are showing the respect to
Respect.
others. So this one and this. And the same as this one. And that one.
And generally, you are serving to others when you are sitting together at a
Yeah.
table. You are serving to others.
You should
and
never
the
serve-
other person is serving
So
you.
it doesn't serve myself. Just serving others
Yeah.
and then lavishly serving me. Like
Yeah.
this.
So
But in India, what happens, that my friends, they drink very slowly and I finish my
Yeah.
drink very quickly. So I have to wait for them to finish.
But we
No.
need to care about the other cups. Yeah, we don't watch, but just like normal way. But still, we are caring about others. This is Japanese culture. Yes.
So if you are drinking fast, your companion would have an eye on your glass,
Yeah.
and then the
And
moment
then-
your glass is
Because in
empty,
India, when you open a
yeah.
bottle, it's not like a friends drinking. It's like a competition. Who can
A
who will
competition, right?
who will get
No,
to drink more.
That is not the culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not the
So
culture.
now, and then once here, and we are saying,
Yeah.
kanpai.
I heard that,
This is
kampai. But I heard that
Kanpai.
one person, like the younger one, should always keep
Yeah,
their
no.
glass in the lower.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Keep it younger one. No,
Okay, okay.
actually
This-
not this
okay,
one.
okay, okay.
Kanpai is
So I'll
okay.
keep it lowest
Yeah.
at that
No,
time.
no. I don't think so.
Kanpai.
Yeah, just the same.
Yeah.
And but don't drink a sip. Just a little.
Just a little.
Just a little. Because the cup is very small. Sometimes people misunderstand. Just no. Yeah, just a sip. Okay,
So
just
it's
a
not like taking a shot.
Yeah, firstly, of course, we can get the aromas. This is not aromatic sake, but aromatic sake may be served in the wine glass. You can capture the aroma. This is more grainy, but still, we can feel a ricey aroma, right?
Yeah.
Ricey and
Yeah,
sweety.
it's quite. I can see that. I can get that slight, subtle sweetness from the aroma itself.
And an average sake has higher alcohol content as compared to wine.
Yeah.
Beer, of course, is very low as compared to wine as well. But it's around 15 to 20% is generally the range of sake.
And this is 15%, but when you taste it, it doesn't
Yeah.
taste like very high in alcohol.
Not high alcohol. And different from wine is the sake is not lingering. Sake is the quality, good quality sake is just finished, sharp. finish sharp, so not lingering, just sharp.
Yeah.
This is a good sake. We say
Doesn't have a lot of finish. It
finish.
Yeah.
you get
Finish.
that you get that sweetness, and then it's
Yes.
because I think does that have to do with that because it's enjoyed with food, so that it doesn't interfere with the taste of your food.
That's right. Even the Indian food for a sake is very good. You know, paneer and palak paneer.
Palak
and
paneer,
yeah,
yes,
palak, the
yes.
chicken tikka.
And she's an expert on
malak
Indian
tikka.
food also
Yeah.
because I went to Tokyo. Near her apartment, there's a beautiful Indian restaurant. She took me there, and they were making all the tikkas and they were making all the biryanis and all. She keeps trying them. It's Indian restaurant. She took me there, and they were making all the tikkas and they were making all the biryanis and all. She keeps trying them.
So then tell us three foods which go in three Indian foods which go
Yeah.
well with sake.
The first tikka. No. Paneer.
Paneer. Okay.
Malai tikka.
Paneer tikka or malai tikka.
Malai tikka.
Paneer malai tikka. Okay.
Malai tikka.
Chicken malai tikka.
Chicken malai tikka. is
Chicken
good.
paneer or chicken malai tikka, both.
Savory, basically savory.
Very
Yeah,
savory.
that's great. And the mutton curry with the peanut flavor.
Mutton curry
With
with
the peanuts flavor, almond or peanuts. and
almond
you have-
peas.
yeah,
So like
you have
mutton
yeah.
korma, I'm sure you guys
Mutton
have.
korma. Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. Korma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Yes,
yakni
yes,
pulao she recommends,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yakni.
Or pulao.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think we need anything else. That's. I think now tonight I know what I'm eating and drinking.
Yeah.
And once you say like rice and mutton curry and paneer, I think like the menu is all set.
Sorted.
Yeah, sorted.
Exactly.
So just tell us like what are the difference between these three, and then we'll maybe get to taste as well the other two.
They are table sakes.
Table sake.
So they are table sakes and graded sakes.
Okay.
So all these ginjo sakes as they call, ginjo, dai ginjo, junmai dai, they are graded sakes where a definition of milling rate is there and other
And
parameters are there.
manufacturing.
Ginjo, junmai dai, they are graded sakes where a definition of milling rate is there and other
And
parameters are there.
manufacturing.
They are very fun, very easy drinking, and they are easy on the pocket also in India because otherwise sake becomes unaffordable due to the taxation structure, the expensive one. So this is a futsushu, that is table sakes literally. They are a good option initially, expensive one. So this is a futsushu, that is table sakes literally. They are a good option initially.
Okay. So if you want to get into sakes,
Yeah.
without burning your pocket,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
this is a great option.
Yes.
All right. So let's try the good stuff.
Yes, this one. This one is actually Kampai sake, starter, and then just drink it. Ginjo. Ginjo is coming here. Actually the earlier 20th century. So up to until we don't have any ginjo.
Okay, in
Ginjo is
Japan
not-
it's
yeah,
as
Japan
well?
itself. So only 100 years. Yeah, ginjo was born. So before that, all no category, no ginjo, just kind of
Sake was sake.
This is more like a classic sake, and this is more like a contemporary.
Yeah, the contemporary, the modern sake.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take the
Okay.
pleasure.
Oh,
of
see,
serving.
good
Yes.
job. And that's this one. Oh, sake cups like this. Okay.
You are a fast learner,
Yeah,
I
hold
must
this
say.
one. Oh, Gulabji,
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
Usually we are
Yeah.
here holding cups both both hands. And then you don't do that.
I will not serve
yes,
myself,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a way. This is a formal way.
So in India, we have like different. In India, we call it one ring peg. So we have like one peg, double peg. Then we also have like Patiala peg, which is like 4 pegs, like this big.
Okay.
So do we also have like a Patiala drink in Japan for sake, or we just have small glasses?
No.
Just
Okay.
all right. So that's maybe bad news for people who enjoy Patiala pegs. Okay.
And again, the
Kampai.
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 This is quite aromatic and
Yeah, this is quite aromatic, right? Even this, this
Palate also is very refined. You can feel the refined flavors. Quite floral in its demeanor.
Yeah, this is pure.
so aromatic, quite floral.
Yes.
At the same time, quite sweet as well. And when I'm taking the second sip, and I'm taking the third sip, now I can see the flavors are evolving quite nicely. It's not like the other one was something which is more friendly, but this is
Yeah, that's right.
more complex.
And especially for the ladies, this is very good for skin.
So skin.
Yeah, that's
That's why people keep asking
That's-
Mika-san,
How-
what's the secret of your skin? She says sake always. Yes.
Now we know, the
Because
secret,
amino acid. That's true. That's true.
the amino acid.
Amino acid.
And the Japanese longevity and all the
Longevity,
apart from the
right.
cuisine, I guess sake might also have a role in that.
Yeah, sake is very good to, of course, moderate, adequate level of sake.
That's
And
right. That's very important.
Important. That's very important. But it's good for dementia as well. Yeah.
So if you're having, just like wine, if you're having it in moderation, it's very good for your
That's the
skin,
key
very
word.
good for your
Yes,
health.
absolutely.
As we can see right here, we have a live example with. So that's really like a world of information that you have shared with us right now, and you are still doing it, and continuing this cause in India. And I'm sure now after watching this video, my viewers would like to know, how can we join the cause? How can we join the Sake Club of India? So how can they do that?
Okay, exactly.
Yeah, so presently, as I said, that we had formed this club when the pandemic was just on its onset.
Right.
And we wanted to have physical events, but somehow we could not do that. So now we'll be having more physical events when things ease out.
Right.
And presently, people can come to our Facebook community called Sake Club India,
Right.
where we are sharing a lot of information on a daily basis, like sake terms and whatever we have spoken today. So, as I said, the key advantage is that Mika-san is there. She's a sake expert. I am not a sake expert. I am a learner as well. But then she always provides that information. She shoots videos over there, what sakes are in vogue and all. We keep sharing on that community. So, if you become a part of that community, you'll get updated about the sake scene, and you'll also get whole lot of information on sake in graphic form, which you can download also. Plus events as well, because we'll be doing a lot of events depending on the availability of sake, and I think that's how we can go forward on that to share the sake
Advantage
version.
is also
Yeah.
that our participants has brewers. in
Yes, yes, and many brewers. Like I am wearing this. This thing is known as a happy.
Happy.
So this is it's an honor to wear this. And this brewery is Nanbu Bijin, which is in the Iwate prefecture. Kosuke Kuji-san, who owns this brewery, he's an icon, sake icon. He is featured in world documentaries like BBC and other places. And he was the one to resurrect sake industry after the 2011 tsunami and earthquake. So iconic figure. So those people are there in that group. They are also seeing, they are also exchanging their views and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's a very vibrant community, which is having India, Japan, and many other people, sake fans from across the world who have periodically joined it.
That's wonderful, and that's like a very easy to join as well.
Yes, yes.
I'll leave the link in description so
Yeah.
people who are watching the video can
That
come
would be
and join.
great. Yes, we would love to have more people to share this passion, and that's how this group was formed, to share the passion of sake.
That's wonderful, and I'm glad that I got the opportunity to to have a conversation with two expert minds. I am not an expert, not even a beginner on sake, but at least now I can say that I have started my journey, and I'm sure after watching this video, more people will be joining the cause of drinking sake and having good skin, because we definitely need that in India with so much of pollution. But thank you so much for coming, and anything you like to say to our viewers who are watching the video today?
So, welcome to Japan. Thank you for staying with us. And sake makes you full smile.
Yes, and I would only say that enjoy all drinks like sake, but drink responsibility, because finally it is alcohol, and we have to be very moderate about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you so much everyone for joining for this video. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you guys soon for more videos in the future. But don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends who want to know more about sake, and subscribe to the channel. And do check out Sake Club of India for more information about sake. All the links are in the description. So see you guys soon. Tab tak, cheers.
Thank you, and come by.
Kampai.
Kampai, kampai.